Weird, weird. The original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so.
We found the exact moment Rachel Zegler cost Disney $800 million, and her biggest mess-up isn't what you think it is. There are growing calls for Disney to fire Rachel Zegler, the star of its widely anticipated Snow White remake. Many critics have labeled her as narcissistic, and some even claim the film was crafted in a way that enabled and amplified that behavior. You're probably thinking of one of the many interviews where she criticized her own movie. But believe it or not, that's still not the moment she cost Disney $800 million. From a series of bizarre interviews to moments of public meltdown, the damage came in waves. But let's break it down, moment by moment, until we hit the exact second everything fell apart. Rachel showed up to her own film's opening weekend and sat in a completely empty theater.
Okie dokie. I am walking into Snow White, 2 p.m., now seating. Let's see how empty it is. Ho, it's off the walk we go. Ho. Sound like I hear a couple of people. One, two. Okay. 2.
She brought friends, maybe hoping for moral support, or maybe just hoping anyone would show up. But instead of a packed screening, it looked more like a private watch party gone wrong, an awkward, quiet flop that didn't match a $370 million investment. Her attempt to support the film seemed genuine, but it backfired hard. Instead of generating buzz, it confirmed what everyone was already saying: no one was watching Snow White. Months before the premiere, Rachel confidently stated that people would line up at every event she attended. But when the movie finally dropped, not only were people not lining up, they were walking out. That quote was dragged back from the archives and plastered across the internet as the ultimate punchline. Confidence is fine when you're succeeding, but when you're flopping, it looks like delusion. Disney had hoped Rachel would be a breakout Gen Z star. Instead, she became the moment many fans say things truly started to unravel. On the red carpet, instead of hyping up a reimagining of a beloved Disney classic, Rachel dismissed the original 1937 Snow White as weird. She went further, saying the prince was a stalker, and made it clear her version of Snow White wouldn't be dreaming about true love or waiting for a man to save her. Sure, modern takes can be powerful, but dismissing the source material while promoting it? That was a bold and costly move. The original Snow White helped launch the entire Disney empire. To casually slap that legacy in the face during press interviews was viewed by fans as disrespectful and unnecessary. Nostalgia sells, but instead of tapping into it, Rachel trashed it. This one escalated everything. Combining a major studio film promo with hot-button political messages shocked Disney insiders. One executive even flew to New York to speak with her directly. She refused to take the post down. Disney's PR department was thrown into chaos. They even hired a dedicated social media expert just to manage Rachel's online presence. This wasn't normal cleanup, this was disaster response. She had alienated fans, disrespected the original film, picked fights with co-stars, and now added polarizing political drama into the mix. Steven Spielberg, who had previously worked with her on West Side Story, was reportedly baffled by the chaos. Rachel wasn't just unpredictable, she had become a liability. Instead of inviting fans in, she pushed them away. Instead of diffusing controversy, she fueled it. When you're leading a $370 million family movie, your job is to bring everyone in, not tell half the country to stay home. Some praised her for standing up for herself. But this wasn't personal, this was business. And business just took a direct hit. Behind the scenes, things got icy. Rachel and Gal Gadot, who played the evil queen, reportedly had major tension. Things boiled over when Rachel publicly thanked her co-stars on social media, excluding Gal. No tag, no mention, just silence. Then came a strange remark where Rachel called Gal a pageant queen, which felt more like a dig than a joke. Gal's team wasn't happy, and Disney reportedly had to increase her security after the tension spilled online. And just to add fuel to the fire, Rachel followed up with a political statement, but it was too late. The damage was already done. Gina Carano was fired from The Mandalorian for far less, and now, Rachel had just stepped on the same landmine twice as hard. 8. Hollywood started ghosting her. After Snow White, Rachel seemed to vanish. Projects she was attached to, Toy Story 5, a Pirates of the Caribbean reboot, a horror trilogy, were all shelved or scrubbed. Her name became synonymous with controversy. Studios don't want unpredictability. They want stars who bring stability. And Rachel had become the opposite. Talented? Sure. But too much of a gamble. Snow White didn't just underperform. It became a punchline. A $370 million movie was reduced to blue dot seat maps, rotten reviews, and a running internet joke. Rachel Zegler, once hailed as the next big thing, became a case study in how to blow up a blockbuster before it even hits theaters. This wasn't just one star's downfall, it was Disney's identity crisis in a glittery dress. A mix of political commentary, misplaced confidence, bad PR, and disrespect for the legacy that built the brand. The exact moment Rachel tanked Disney wasn't a single line or a single post. It was a pattern. And now it's a full-blown documentary-worthy saga. So, was Rachel Zegler the wrong choice? Or was the Snow White reboot just cursed from the start? Combining a major studio film promo with hot-button political messages shocked Disney insiders. One executive even flew to New York to speak with her directly. She refused to take the post down. 6. Disney's PR team goes full whack-a-mole. Disney's PR department was thrown into chaos. They even hired a dedicated social media expert just to manage Rachel's online presence. This wasn't normal cleanup, this was disaster response. She had alienated fans, disrespected the original film, picked fights with co-stars, and now added polarizing political drama into the mix. Steven Spielberg, who had previously worked with her on West Side Story, was reportedly baffled by the chaos. Rachel wasn't just unpredictable, she had become a liability. After Donald Trump's re-election in 2024, Rachel posted a fiery Instagram story. She attacked the entire voter base, Elon Musk, and the state of the country. The backlash was instant. Even people who weren't Trump fans were stunned by the tone. Rachel later issued an apology.